We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go, son.
Mike Spopo. Man, I got you.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down now, it's Bell.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They'll run it with Bell. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
First and 10 at the 36.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. And they'll try the air now with Darnold. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
On 3rd down, here's Bell. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Here's Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Darnold. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Check, lady.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. This now, play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's third and long.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
Darnold from the gun. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Fielded at the 20.
At their own 29-yard line.
Now. Ready? Hey, we're good.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Hey, let's get that home. Check 59, Mike.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. After the run, now Darnold to throw. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Bell. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Mike, 44. Check Mike.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he spins past him and into space. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. That's complete. It's Bell. 4 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Darnold off the play fake to Bell. And that will be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Up to make the tackle, J.C. Jackson.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Card out a throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. 76 yards as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Throwing on 2nd down. Darnold. It's complete. Stills. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection.
Who do you want? Who do you want? Who do you want? 44 is the mic. 44 is the
On first down, it's Darnold. Airing one out for Crowder. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 51 yards. Now Bell. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point hung the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. And boy, that hole closed quickly, and I don't think McKinnon got there. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Going for it with McKinnon. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position.
In your face.
Man, 80. Yo, 80. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. Hey, I'm coming up with you, young lady. Shoot.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check the backer.
Now Darnold. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Jamison Crowder, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jets have taken the lead. Pulled it good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Blowing that play up was Henry Anderson. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Geronimo Allison, the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he let him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. Now Carr. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. He was brought down by Eric Wilson.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 31-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here again is McKinnon. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That one a first down pickup of 8. So after the run by McKinnon, here's 1st and 10. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The sack by Jordan Willis. On 3rd down, Carr eluding the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Well, pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They run again with Foreman. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
To throw, it's Carr. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage. And the Jets' defense making things difficult there. 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Carr going to go on 4th down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. first possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Back to the ground, this time with Bell. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Tighten up 61. Matchbox light.
On 2nd down, it's Freeman. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. On first down, it's Bell. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 36-yard line.
Again, it's Bell. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8.
It's 4th down.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And here we go on 4th. Darnold nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Adam Gase rolls the dice. It doesn't pan out, and the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 2nd and 9, Carr. That's caught by Geronimo Allison. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. On first down now, run with McKinnon. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Carr. Got a man, that's Allison. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And that catch number 100 for his young career. And remember, only in his 2nd season. The future, bright. The Dolphins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Carr. And it's complete. Hooper. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with the tackle.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
They run once more with McKinnon. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. From 10 yards out, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Let's go!
At their own 26-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
49, check 49, check 49. Ready?
From the 30 on 2nd down, Darnold. And Stills bringing it in. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet 1st down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on 1st down. Bell. Now Bell hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
3rd and 3.
Check. Topper!
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Darnold now to throw. He can run for it, and he will. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off. I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. This is Bell. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll go again with Bell. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. 4th down now after a loss of 2. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Hey, let's go. Pick it up. Pick it up. SOS.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. He'll check this one down to Michel. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
Oh, that's a big pickup right there. That play might have saved them. Now they got to get up to the line of scrimmage quick. They've got to spike it.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. It's brought in here by Willie Snead.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. So it all comes down here to the right foot of Randy Bullock. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So it all comes down here to the right foot of Randy Bullock. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And his kick is indeed good. And they take a 17-14 lead. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Jets, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Miami, they'll fall to 1-2. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Jets as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.